You know, I was thinking about this whole thing and make sure I stay to the 7 a.m. specific deadline. Um, I haven't had a pillow in 3 weeks. I'm going to sleep. I thought I could do it. I'm going to sleep.
Having just returned to New York, I'm trying to hit the ground running, but a lot slipped while on the road. Yeah, that happens. How do you tackle the catch-up period if you get off track? So, catch-up periods, that's a really good question because this happens a lot, right? Catch-up periods happen when our life falls out of balance a little bit and we start focusing on things that might necessarily work, or certain things pop up in our life and we can't get to everything we need to get to. For me, when it comes to catch-up periods, I literally block off time on my calendar so there's no room for meetings or anything else, and I just go heads down. That might mean some nights where I'm not sleeping as much as normal. When I first started trying to vlog 2 years ago, I had like a period of 2 weeks where I slept 2 hours because I was literally catching up my knowledge on trying to learn how to vlog. It's not a sustainable way to live, but it is okay for short periods of time, and it is part of the startup grind. So go hard, Koi.
It's a wait. Wait, no. What? I'm so confused. I guess it's a Wednesday. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I'm just gonna try this again. It's a Wednesday. Hump day. As you just saw, I got some advice from Willie, and I guess I'm gonna take it now. I have two things that have been lingering, taking up bandwidth, but not actually like chipping away at any of them. I've just been thinking about them and they've been slowing down the other things, so the best way to cut off that weight is to just actually do the things. So the first one is Matt, the guy that detailed my car. I recorded some like footage on his T6i and I was just gonna see what I could do with it. So I'm gonna edit that. It's just like an Instagram video, 30 seconds, a minute long. And then JR's wedding video from January. I'm so awful at like why am I so bad at this? But he has been like ridiculously patient and I need to get this thing flipping like done and to him. So that is my main priority this week. That along with like other stuff that has just accumulated this backlog, all the administrative stuff with Sprackle, all of like, I just need to take care of all of that so it is no longer even a thought when I'm trying to approach all of the stuff that I have to be somewhat creative for, like prototyping, coming up with user stories, this, I guess. I need to have a clearer headspace. I'm going like hardcore back on keto, like trying to get as like low carb, actually kind of pseudo tracking my carbs this time, which I didn't do from September to whatever, I just guessed, but I'm trying to get them as low as possible because since I've been doing carb ups, I've like unequivocally had worse attention, worse focus, and worse clarity of mind. So it's time to fix that. Then I'm gonna go for about an hour bike ride. Then I'm gonna put a timer because otherwise I'll flip and fall off the same curve for 6 hours. JR's video and see how far I can get on that tonight. I haven't met up with Will yet or Sean. I was supposed to go into the city yesterday and try to meet up with Finn and Willie, but ultimately like I just can't justify it yet. I have to get some things done, and I think it helped a lot to hear it from someone that like that is the solution, is like that head down mode that I've gotten all the things done in the past is a legitimate viable thing, just not sustainable for the long term. One done. That's Matt's video done and sent. He actually just messaged me. Yay, he likes it. Morning. How you doing today? I came to a resolution last night at about 12 that I posted on Snapchat. So the whole like really simple answer that Willie gave me hit pretty effectively. I overly try to like salvage every possible bit of upside for my health if I do anything. Like, oh, I should really sleep so that way I get the most muscle recovery. Oh, I should not drink a Monster because it'll break my fast. Things like that. And basically, I was like, you know, I'm in better health than I've ever been in my entire life. And I'm also in better health than like the vast majority of America. I have some buffer to work with. I can go down a little bit. I basically resolved that over the next week, I'm not allowed to have any more than 6 hours of sleep a day, which is perfectly fine. Like, I've done this before. I've slept for like 3 or 4 hours a day for like a week and a half in various crunch times. But this morning, I'm gonna do what I was supposed to do several days ago, which was get the bugs off of the front of the WRX. I'm gonna head to Raymond's, come back here, and I just literally have in my calendar, and I'll just show you. So yeah, that's the plan. Look at this Jeep. He knows he's faster than me. Here he goes. Yeah, that's got the Brembos. I'm not messing with you, my friend. Look at him. Look at him. I'm gonna go there. Right in there. I like Raymond's, but I think specifically for keto, it's not a breakfast place. Anyway, I'm actually on time because I didn't ride the bike here. I counted for riding the Santa Cruz down, eating, and then riding back up. But ain't nobody got time for that, so I'm a go now. It's good to be back. It's the last day with Will in town. Will may or may not be free to meet. I want to take care of this wedding video. The rig is powered up. Get shit done mode engaged. I keep forgetting I like murdered my mic this morning. Alright, as for sticking to my resolution of sorts, it is presently 12:17. Kind of better. My sleeping window ends at 6 a.m., so that alarm is set. And I gotta check in with this. Also, so today wasn't incredibly productive. It was productive in the sense that I did finally break down the wall that I kept hitting with JR's wedding video. So it's not finished, but there's more of it, and I know what direction I'm going with it. I went to Costco. I got just a smidge more olive oil. Just a smidge. So with that, I will see you at 6 a.m. Or like 6:01. Yeah, man. Oh, it's pretty. Let's try you. This is a Cobb salad on keto roids. I think one time I did the measurement for what seemed like the amount of oil I usually put in here, and it was like a cup of each. This is where I get most of my fat in this, and like if I do bulletproof coffee or Burlet. Noise canceling is trippy every time. In 35 minutes. I have a OSA fun call with the legal team that like is doing the incorporation and the trademarking and all that stuff. And basically, I have to get pretty familiarized with that, which I'm sure is cute to a lot of people in more matured businesses. But I would have trouble reading this if it was something that I understood, and it's something that I very much don't understand. So today I scheduled a call to just get some pointers, because I know that I've been tipped off to a few things that have to happen like very immediately after you do certain things. One of which is like there's a form that you have to fill out within 30 days of assuming your shares, and if there's something like if you don't do it within that 30 days, then you're just like you're so screwed. And so like I just want to make sure once we actually commence all of this that I know what to expect and what I need to do, because otherwise if left to my own devices, I'm never going to read that. And I just like, if I at least know what specific parts I should focus on first, I'll read that stuff and then I'll have enough context to not be overwhelmed by the rest of it. As a start, like, I'm just looking at stuff. Like, this is a lot of words that don't seem to connect in my mind very well. Also, worth saying, Red Bull Total Zero is a total 0 out of 10 on my scale of tastiness, but the sugar-free is actually pretty good, and it's only 3 net carbs. It does have aspartame on it, though. But yeah, these actually taste like just normal Red Bull, which is really nice for me because I have some nostalgia with Red Bull. I didn't go back to sleep today. I was very close, and I almost took a nap, but then I don't know what I did, but I didn't do that. So, go me. I got 4.5 hours of sleep 2 nights ago, and then last night I had 5-ish on the dot. So, it's kind of funny to observe yourself when you know you're tired, but you have like the caffeine thing going on. So I went to go make this coffee. I had the French press. Granted, it has been a minute since I've made coffee, but I don't think that alone would have done this. So I get the French press and it's cleaned out and stuff, and I put it on the microwave where all the coffee stuff is, and I open the bag, and then I just like reached into the bag and like stuck my hand in the coffee grounds. But it's weird because like I'm still understanding this stuff as much as I would normally. And like the video thing, and I like memory is fine. It's just like random stuff like that creeps through. I used to always, when I would go to my locker at Montclair, I would gauge my level of fatigue by how absurd my key choice was to open my locker. If it was like my bike lock key, I'd be like, normal day. If it was my house key, and I would like have the singular key out, I'd be like, all right, I'm a little out of it. And then sometimes I would literally have the key fob, and I would know that day I'm just screwed. Imagine this is like coffee grounds, and I just literally put the French press up there and would. Ah! Hello.
Hi, Corey. It's John. I can hear you now. How are you?
Great. I'm doing well. I'm glad to be back
Good.
in the right area. So I just had a couple questions so I could like sort of be better at tackling it.
Of course. So what did he tell you about the form?
So the number 83B or something jumps out at me.
83B. Yeah, sure. Goes to the IRS. It's 83B of the Internal Revenue Code. And basically, as soon as you acquire shares, a founder can, it's really tax related, right? So a founder can defer the tax. I can send you an article about it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay. You too. Bye.
Bye. Great. That's not as bad as I thought it was. Had a call with Will, had a call with Sean, and now have the hard figures to send in for the all the like legal agreements. So that way they as developers and as like co-founders, they have something to hold on to, like literally something physical. Because so far it really could seem to any person on the inside or outside that I've just been talking out of my ass the entire time. So now, hopefully, I'll be talking out of my ass, but it'll also be dictated. Don't need a tripod or anything of that sort because I'm not being fancy. That didn't work as I expected it to. One thing that I'm always gonna miss when I don't have the Lexus is not really having to care about it at all. I just parked. I'm actually, no, that's, hang on. It's like 14 inches. I need to get back into this routine though, so I'm dropping off the laundry now, and then I'll come back for the bags. I should probably lock the car. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to do B-roll. Okay, never mind. Christine's not here, and I think everyone that I know in the city is tied up. Either doing like personal stuff or like already filming events or it's in 4K, god damn it. Anyway, but since I'm not allowing myself to sleep before 12, I need to find something to do at the time, and I found a coffee shop that's near, I think, NYU Parsons-ish, and it's open at 1 in the morning, and it looks like a college kid sort of like late night coffee shop scenario. So I'm gonna go basically just on a mission to find it without a bike. So happy to be back. All right, on that note, I guess I'm gonna begin the journey and probably get lost many times and not record it to save some of my dignity, but you'll all know what happens. I'm not fooling anyone. I can take the 14th Street station to Washington Square Park, and then you go a little further south, and then you go a little bit over, and then you're there. Priorities. Usually Chipotle has like a secluded seat that I always gravitate to, but in this one, you only have the choice of being weird in front of people in the restaurant or weird in front of people outside of the restaurant. And honestly, there's higher volume outside, so I want to be weird in front of the people outside the restaurant. Godspeed. Nope. Grace and finesse. Good news, I found the train. Bad news, it's right there. That's the one it is. Hold on. I mean, I don't have any clue where I am, but it seems like it's not very completely wrong. Oh dear God, that looks busy. Oh, yeah, that does not look computer friendly at all.
There's a board game.
Do you guys know of any like coffee shop-esque places that are open?
I know of a few, but way over in the East Village, of course. No, actually not that far, because there's I think it's called the Bean. Yeah, there's a few locations. I think the one on like a second is closest.
New Intel says the Bean is the move, so I'm moving to the Bean. Alright. So I started on 3rd Ave, and my goal was 2nd Ave. And then I passed the sign that says 5th. I've been going north this whole time. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. No, sweet mother of God, thank you for a very bright sign. Please don't be dead. It's 11. I spent exactly 1 hour reading and annotating some of the shareholders' stuff, and there's a lot of stuff. Learned a lot of new terms, but I can tell I'm kind of saturated on that, so I'm going to move now to building out the user story. 1 more hour, then this closes, and then I got a lift. It was $3, same as the metro fare, so why not? Still hanging in there. This morning was really tough. In fact, it is still really tough, but I'm up. I did just have breakfast, came back. I started laying down doing some Instagramming because I thought we were going to leave in about 15 minutes, but I guess because of the schedule it was actually going to be an hour and 15 minutes because I made up an hour. I apparently don't know how to read analog watches, so I was like, oh, it's 9:50. It was 8:50. Nevertheless, I was just laying down on Instagram, and I didn't sleep particularly well last night. Supposedly I slept 4 or 5.5 hours, but my guess would be more like 3.5, 4, because of just like getting used to like where I was sleeping. And those weren't particularly wonderful 4 hours. So I was just chilling there on my phone, and I had like a 0.6 second blackout where I felt literally all of my senses like disappear for a fraction of a second and then come back. It was really weird. I'll simulate it on screen now. It was like just scrolling, and then back. So, what could go wrong? What could go wrong?
I have the big table in the back if you guys want to sit there.
Things on the things. You're gonna just be so jealous of this creative heaven, bliss.
Scrapple.
Yeah. Oh, that's a typo. Great.
Available. One, if by electronic mail, email,
Yep.
in a written notice sent to the corporation at the address set forth above.
That's it. They're gonna send shit to here.
Yeah.
This man's eating a salmon and Nutella bagel. What? Why? Why? Okay. I can respect if it's a thing that you like, but how did you get to this?
Putting the pillow on everything.
Of course you. I'm back. Oh my god. I've tried this before, but I gave it another shot after changing a few things, and that's Instagram story ads. And last time my CPC was like 70 cents, which is awful. And right now, it's only been up for 20 minutes. And not only is my CPC 1 cent, but 4 people have followed me. And I also changed the actual ad. Actually, I'll just play what I actually put up. So this is the ad. I know it says ad somewhere around here, but I'm not a company. I'm literally an dude. I recently transplanted to New York City from a super small town and figured for $5 a day, why not run some ads and see who else is interested. I'm not supposed to talk the whole time, so you have time to swipe up. So.
And look, people are actually seeming to be interested.
I was just like clearing through some stuff, like purging my save posts and checking up on things. And then I was like, oh, I haven't got any notifications. Maybe I got another like in this time. So I refreshed it, and I think they're working. Oh my god. It's just like really weird. I just went up like 20 followers in like an hour. Like this is, and it's not like they're like, it'd be one thing if it was through like a bot, a follow thing, but like they're viewing an ad. 20 people have viewed an ad and been like, I'm not even bothered by the fact that this is an ad and followed. Like that's, anyway. I'm meeting with a trombonist named Mike Boshin today to try and literally figure out my life. Maybe not my life, just the next 10 years of my life. Well, I just had a 2.5 hour conversation. I know what the next year is going to look like, and I don't know what comes after that, but I'm going to have another conversation with an existing mentor, and that'll decide that. Scary times. Deciding the next 7 years of your life in 2 hours. That's pretty intense. Jay! Jay, you swine, let me in. Jay! For f***'s sake. Thank you for that. Yes. That's... I hate you.
Blister on my foot.
Luckily you played it off like there was absolutely nothing thinkable wrong with you at all. By the way you were walking, I would have not been able to tell. I don't think this person gave me a fork. I'm almost positive they did not.
Oh shit, you got food.
I did. Gotta get a compelling goodbye for the journal. That's definitely not a vlog or staged in any way. All right, 3, 2, 1. Look happy-ish, but sad that you're leaving, but happy that you saw me. Okay, go. Bye guys, it's been real. Don't you? I love candid moments like this. I cherish them truly, and I'm glad I've documented it. Okay, bye. Bye. It's 11:45. I haven't gotten any work done. Like I sort of got set up to do work, but I haven't actually gotten any work done. Update on the Instagram ad thing though. That's crazy. I've gone up 90 followers since I launched the ad at like 2 or something. That's a lot because they're all actual people. Like it's 90 people that watched an ad and were like, all right, sounds good. This hair is not cooperating at all. But I'm going to, it's 11:43. I'm not gonna find the right mindset anytime tonight, I can tell. I'm also very hungry, which doesn't usually happen. So I'm gonna see if there's any options left open tonight. And then I'm gonna head to the car, head to Christine's, and then probably early tomorrow morning head back to Montclair. Made it back to the city, I met friends, I finally launched the Instagram ads thing, and I survived. I need to schedule my meeting with Colin. I don't know when you'll see me next, but it won't be tonight. Bye!